I know we only known each other for 2 weeks, but I'm really starting to. I think I love you. Wow, you love me? Yeah. I'm embarrassed. When you know, you know. Well, I don't know what to say. You don't have to say it back, but how about this? How about you tell me your biggest fear? What triggers you? That's a little strange, I guess, but I'm so terrified of Batman. Batman, huh? That's strange. I know it's strange, but I don't like Batman. What's your biggest fear? I'm not really scared of anything, but I'll make sure Batman always stays away from me. Okay? Okay. 3 months into the relationship, after an argument. Oh my God, you really hurt my feelings when you said that to me. Your feelings, you're way too sensitive. But guess what? I'm not sensitive, but what? Boo! Ah, Batman, you promised you never do that to me. Well, guess what? I lied. I'll never trust you again. What is going on, beautiful people? Welcome to another episode of A Narcissist Explains. I am self-aware, diagnosed narcissist, Lee Hammock, the narcissist from TikTok and Instagram known as Mental Illness, that uses his platform to raise awareness for, mental health issues, mental health disorders, and also in the process, validate the victims and survivors of said disorder. This series is dedicated to, just taking my TikToks and making them longer, taking my YouTube shorts and making them longer. There's 60 seconds over there. It's going to be longer here. The skit you just watched was a video about how a narcissist will take the things, your deepest fears, your deepest regrets, your deepest insecurities, and your the things that trigger you, and use them against you later on. As you can see in that skit right there, the role I was playing as a narcissist acts very early on in the relationship, like a couple of weeks into the relationship. What are your deepest fears? What are your deepest insecurities? Like, tell me the things that trigger you. Oh, I only want to know because I want to make sure I don't do those things. You see how that early in the relationship, you see how fast that relationship went? 2 weeks, I love you. When you don't say I love you back, if you don't reciprocate those feelings, if you don't tell me you love me back in those 2 weeks, immediately that love turns to disdain. It turns to hurt. It turns to anger. So he immediately goes into asking you what hurts you, asking you what your biggest fears are, asking you, and promising you like, hey, I won't use those against you, and not telling you. If you notice in that skit, when the narcissist found out what your biggest fears was, like Batman, they didn't tell you what their biggest fears are. They didn't share that. They didn't disclose what triggers them, what triggers us, and that happens a lot of times when you're dealing with the narcissistic dynamic. Is an unequal sharing of information. So if you are a lifetime oversharer, like you just overshare, that's like one of your things. It's like one of your, it's your cross to bear. Oversharers get butchered, tortured, not butchered, get, used and abused by narcissists all the time because you overshare. You just share way too much of your information way too early on. And the stuff that hurt you in your childhood that you never told anybody before, but you felt comfortable enough to tell the narcissistic person in your life, that will be used against you in an argument. The narcissist, like, as narcissists, we always feel like we have to either match the energy that we are receiving, or we need to amplify it times 10. So in a situation where like he put the Batman mask on, he's like, boo, you said you would never do that. No, you said you would never do this to me. So you could hurt the narcissist's feelings by doing something minute, by doing something very, very small. But they're going to come back at it with your deepest trauma, like the trauma that you experienced as a kid. Why your mom is not in your life, why your dad is not in your life, why you were abandoned as a kid, why you were left for adoption or something like that. That's why your birth parents didn't want you. Something very, very sinister, very, very evil. To hurt your feelings. And in that moment, they mean to hurt your feelings. I know people don't want to hear that all the time. It's like, Lee, you didn't have to be super honest right there. But like, it wouldn't be my channel if I wasn't super honest with the stuff that I say and the stuff that I do. It wouldn't be me. It would be to me, it wouldn't be a point in like doing my stuff if I wasn't gonna keep it real with you. If I'm gonna sugarcoat it and water it down, it wouldn't be mental illness stuff. So that's why I say when you first meet people, make people earn your information. Because if you are trusting a new person that if somebody tells you they love you in 2 weeks, you need to run regardless. I don't care. I don't care if you feel the same way. you need to run regardless. 2 weeks is not enough time to fall in love with somebody. I know I say this in a lot of my videos, but like, I feel like I keep having to harp on it because people just think, you know, they see the Disney stuff and they want to fall in love really, really quick. And it doesn't work that way. So you got to just like pump your brakes with the love stuff. Really, seriously, pump your brakes with the love stuff. Take care of yourself. Love yourself. Because like you have to heal from the stuff that you are dealing with. That's why I say, if you are dealing with a narcissist and you are coming out of a narcissistic relationship, not only does that narcissist need to go to therapy, you need to go to therapy to heal as well. Because you have to heal from the trauma and stuff like that, not only from your childhood, because the next person you meet might use that against you, but the trauma that the narcissist caused as well, by opening up those old wounds that you have forgot about, by trusting, by you know, because a lot of people can't believe it. Like when a narcissist says something like that, like if you share like some childhood trauma with a narcissist and they use it against you in an argument, you like, oh my goodness, I can't believe you did that. In a narcissist's mind, if you don't leave them, if you don't leave us in that moment, you are okay with that. I know this is like they'll leave. People are forgiving. People forgive. We are forgivers. Okay, cool. You overshare too, and that's why that's why they weaponized against you. Oh, your dad wasn't in your life. That's part of why you act like this. That's part of why you don't know how to treat a man. Or your mom wasn't in your life. That's part of why you don't know how to treat a woman. Stuff like that. It'll be used against you. If you were raised by one parent, a single parent household, or you were raised by your grandparents or something like that. Oh, not even your parents didn't even want you. You got raised by your grandma. I'm telling you the worst stuff. And I know a lot of y'all can in the comment section going to say, just say, look, that's what happened to me. I was in love, head over heels. I overshared the stuff that happened to me because I felt safe. Boom. It got used against me in an argument. And it doesn't just stop there, y'all. It's not just be a one-time thing. We will constantly bring that up because they know it hurts. Because once we know it hurts, once we know it stings, we will constantly and consistently bring that up over and over and over again because we know it hurts. Once a narcissist knows how to hurt you, they're going to continue like what's the word? Like twist the knife. They're not going to let that wound close up. Every once in a while, just going to twist that knife to make sure that it's still in there. Though I say when you first meet people, don't overshare. I know it's easy because you're head over heels. You know, we got this microwave society where everybody wants to fall in love quick. Everybody wants to, you know, do all this stuff really, really quickly. Everybody wants to, you know, find their soulmate really, really quickly. But slow it down, pump the brakes and stuff like that, and don't overshare. Make people sharing your trauma is a big step anyway. And sometimes a narcissist will share their trauma with you too, just to get you to open up to them, to see if you have went through similar experiences. And they'll be lying to you sometimes. They'll tell you the trauma that they experienced, and then you say, well, you have the same thing happen to you. Like, no, I lied. I was just trying to get to know you. I was just trying to clap some cheeks. You know, something like that. Or I was just trying to let you slap the cheeks, whatever. You know what I mean? So make people earn your information. If it's not just a hookup, don't share trauma with hookups. Don't share the stuff you went through in the childhood with a hookup. You know, take your time. Society is catering towards narcissists these days because it makes it so much easier to meet people. You don't have to go out and get in the nitty gritty and grind to meet somebody these days. You can just swipe left on them and have them at your house in an hour. You know what I mean? So yeah. Anyway, y'all, thank y'all for tuning into another episode. Really, truly appreciate it. Thankful for all of y'all. Mental illness is out. Peace.